In today's GTA video, we're going to be talking about how Grand Theft Auto 6's multiplayer has some pretty controversial features, including the player count, as well as the limitations that Rockstar are going to have being able to do things live, which is becoming a huge part of other titles. We're going to be talking about all of that in this video today and a whole lot more. So the conversation all started a couple of days ago when a few members of the community were talking about how in-game live events were going to work in Grand Theft Auto 6's multiplayer. And to a degree, we've kind of seen this in Grand Theft Auto Online right now, but it isn't anything to the degree of other games out there. And a lot of people were wondering, how would this actually work? Well, Rockstar Games insider Tez Funds 2 chimed in and said this is how it would work in GTA 6's multiplayer. He said, "I don't have an opinion on the interest towards live musical events, but I would say in terms of technicality, we are less likely to have live in-game events. However, we are more likely to have musical content like what we have in Grand Theft Auto Online with the Music Locker and Cayo Perico Beach Party. On 5M, you connect to servers, and during the loading process, you download streaming assets. The server contains a server-side version of the game. Therefore, you can host a live event as the rapper or music artist creates a character within the server and meets the fans in-game. Any changes to the, say, party area can be done on the server, and every player would load up the same assets. But now try and have the artist do that across 2 or 3 servers simultaneously. That's the problem with GTA Online. In addition, Grand Theft Auto Online 2 won't fully run on servers like 5M. It'll be a hybrid of peer-to-peer and servers mainly focused on providing the player Rockstar Cloud services like handling sessions and social club integration. Basically, we won't have actual live in-game events where artists react to fans in real time anytime soon. What we could have, however, is more pre-recorded musical events that Rockstar could conceal under the identity of being live events. For example, Rockstar could bring back Dr. Dre alongside famous music artists in a similar fashion to the Super Bowl show to have them with a game event that runs within a precise time window on a specific day. You could log in during the event window and visit a stadium in-game to see them performing, but all of that will be pre-recorded. It's similar to how Dr. Dre in GTA Online shows up at Record A Studios, say at 2 o'clock, and the cutscene of Dr. Dre arriving will play. If you go outside and come back at 2:10, he would have finished his first song and is playing his second song. Some songs could have a special artist arriving like Anderson .Paak arrives at Record A Studios to record his vocal for ETA, but of course, in reality, that would be pre-recorded as well. Imagine that in the next iteration of GTA Online, but the songs will be packed into a special 1-hour-long event. All right, so let's break that down. We've already started to see sort of a dumbed-down version of that in the current Grand Theft Auto Online. So for GTA 6's multiplayer, we're not necessarily going to get a full-blown live event like you see some sort of recording artist or musician or rapper say, hey, I'm hopping on Grand Theft Auto Online, and then all their players are there, and they're able to do this live event. It would all obviously have to be pre-recorded, and obviously the trouble with that is players being able to find that sort of stuff in the files, it not really being kept a secret, but pre-recorded is really the only way that Rockstar could do it, but they could do it in a bigger, bolder fashion than what they have right now. Instead of necessarily being stuck inside of Record A Studios, they could, for example, do it in a massive stadium. And luckily, since we know Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be taking place in Vice City, there are some massive both indoor stadiums and arenas, as well as outdoor amphitheaters that could provide for some seriously cool venues for something like this. So I could definitely see that being possible as a way Rockstar ends up working out some of the live events in-game. Now again, more follow-up to this entire thing, as the person who made the original comment said, "Thanks for that, really interesting to hear how it could be possible to be implemented from a technical standpoint, as I couldn't actually see how it worked aside from in the RP lobbies. I understand that most of the in-game concerts we hear about are pre-recorded mixes, but at the same time wondered why it would be difficult to actually host a real live event. Do you believe that this is something that Rockstar could look to implement? Maybe not even exclusively for music events, but even something like the rumored GTA movie with Eminem that was supposedly rejected. Could that be ticketed as a live event if it was made using the same technique as the concerts? And he said there are two different cases. Do you mean live, as in the rapper creates a character, much like us, and stands in front of our characters doing nothing special, but using voice chat to perform, much like what happens in 5M? That would be more easily done in a server environment with more than 32 players. Grand Theft Auto 6's multiplayer, however, is limited to 32 players. Rockstar could come up with new tech that pretty much, in the technical sense, lets us watch live streams in-game, and so the rapper could live stream his performance to everyone. We could have a sense of interaction by utilizing a chat feature shared across sessions. In the case, Rockstar can extend beyond a musical event to letting us watch a movie by letting them or something. Or do you mean live, as in something similar to the Travis Scott Fortnite event? Because even that event was pre-recorded. What EA and Respawn did at 2019's Game Awards with Mirage interacting in real time with host Jeff Keighley was the closest thing we'd get to seeing real-time motion capture. But even that was captured within a small studio next door to the stage. You can imagine a lot of LAN cables connected between the studio and the stage to transmit the huge data. But that would be a different problem if needed to be done via the internet. Imagine Mirage lagging because the devs experience connection issues, thus Rockstar is unlikely to take this approach. They would rather have the event pre-recorded.
So the first big thing that Rockstar will be keeping around in GTA 6 from GTA 5 is the baseline of GTA Online. Now, obviously, GTA Online has been a really big hit for Rockstar. In fact, it is their best grossing product ever, and while there will be a lot of improvements to GTA Online in GTA 6, I expect the baseline of it to be the same. So the whole idea of having a business, having different apartments, garages, doing jobs to make money, all of the basic stuff from GTA Online is going to make its way into GTA 6, so it's going to feel very familiar for people that play GTA 5 Online, but it's also going to feel super refreshed because obviously it's a brand new map and the graphics are going to be way better too. So if you're a fan of GTA Online, Rockstar is likely going to keep that same experience in GTA 6, but obviously enhanced with better graphics, better performance, bigger sessions, better map, and all of the stuff that actually matters. Now, there's been some talk about transferring some of your progress from GTA 5 Online to GTA 6 Online. However, no information has been officially released. However, keep an eye on that because it may in fact happen. Now, another thing that's going to be kept the same from GTA 5 is that GTA 6 will very likely contain a story mode campaign. Now, initially, when we started hearing rumors about GTA 6, there was a lot of talk that Rockstar would focus on online only, because after all, the success of GTA Online does make it make sense. However, as somebody that really loves a good single-player story, especially from Rockstar Games, I'm super happy to hear that Rockstar is very likely working on an expansive single-player campaign that is even better than GTA 5. Now, the big innovation with GTA 5 and the single-player campaign is that Rockstar added the 3-character transfer system between Michael, Trevor, and Franklin. Now, this, in my opinion, is one of the best features of the single-player campaign in GTA 5, and I think Rockstar implemented it perfectly. Now, in GTA 6, Rockstar is allegedly decreasing that number from 3 to 2, so there will be allegedly 2 playable characters, but an addition that Rockstar is adding, which I think is really awesome, is the ability to interact with virtually any NPC around the map. Now, this is a really awesome feature that Rockstar debuted in their newest game from 2018, known as Red Dead Redemption 2, and it pretty much allows you to talk positively or negatively to any NPC, and each conversation is completely unique and customized depending on how you interact with that character. So I think it's a really awesome idea. I think it's going to make the game a ton more realistic and also add to the overall experience of playing the game and feeling immersed in the world. Now, obviously, there will be way more improvements to the single-player campaign of GTA 6. Besides what I just mentioned, this is simply one of the improvements that we've been hearing about recently. And finally, the third thing that we're expecting Rockstar to keep from GTA 5 is the physics of the game. Now, there's been a lot of questions and concerns about how Rockstar will be approaching the physics for GTA 6, because the transition from GTA 4 to GTA 5 was a very big difference in terms of physics. GTA 4 is more relaxed, where cars can easily roll over, and some people may say it's more realistic, however also it makes driving more difficult. In GTA 5, Rockstar tried to keep a bit of the realism, but switched to a more arcade style of racing, which seems like to be most popular by a majority of people. So while I'm sure there will be a lot of small adjustments and improvements to the physics in GTA 6, I expect Rockstar to keep the arcade style of racing, because that is what people are used to, and it seems like that is the most popular option for most people.